Alright everybody, welcome to a new video here, again with me, no edit guy, Yo Keebs. Welcome to today's video. It's kind of new today. We have a new video series called Ask Yo Keebs. So it's basically I ask a question on Instagram and you guys give me the questions and I'll answer it on YouTube. So I got a lot of Instagram questions here, so you can follow my Instagram at Yo Keebs as well, Yo_Keebs, and you can ask me. This will happen probably once every 2 weeks, but I'll answer your guys' questions. Right. First of all, I would like you guys to subscribe or like the video, and also follow me on twitch.tv/Yo Keebs. I stream there every Monday and Thursdays. Right. First question. It's a good question actually. Why mechanical keyboard? Because mechanical keyboards offer a lot more than membrane keyboards, or your usual, chiclet keyboards on your laptop, your scissor switch keyboards on your MacBooks and stuff. It just offers a lot more in how it feels, how it sounds as well. And it also offers a lot of customizability moving forward. If you have like a broken switch, you can just desolder it, change it out, or if you have a hot swap board, you can try out different switches. So that's why mechanical keyboards for me is the best keyboard in the world, and that's why I'm obsessed with it, I guess. But yep. Right, second question. We got two of the same questions here. Your opinion on the best mounting for keyboards. So this is completely preferential. Again, I do not want to say that what I pick is the best for you guys, but for me personally, I have a lot of boards that I've tried, and after trying all of them, for me the best mounting style is top mount, because top mount offers a really nice typing feel. It's a firm typing feel. It allows the switch characteristic to pop out, especially on the sound wise. So that's really good. That's really what I like. And I've seen a lot of bad implementations of gasket mount recently. So like gasket mount is being overused, to be honest, in the market, and lots of people just gasket mount, and they implement it wrong. So it's not my favorite one. A close second would be leaf spring mount. I have tried leaf spring mount on the Rama Thermal, and on the Crystallis, and both of them really nice. But top mount for me, especially like on boards like the Oxalis, Duck Orion, LSJ Ares, which I have here, and yeah, top mount. Right. How to join GBs, and how long would you say it will take for their product to arrive? Well, it depends. It really depends. So how to join a GB? You basically search what you want. Like, you can go to mechgroupbuys.com. I'll leave the link in the description. You can check what's on Group Buys. Keyboards, keycaps, maybe some switches as well that might be on Group Buy. Yeah, you just go to the vendor, pay as like you're going to pay something that's in stock, but essentially you just pay, and then it's basically like a pre-order. You wait for the amount of time it requires for that product to be sent to you. So for example, GMK sets right now, which I don't suggest you buying, is 1 year long, unless you like waiting that long. It's 1 year long. 1 year long. Keyboards tend to take 3 to 6 months, depending on the manufacturer itself, but so far for me 3 months is already pretty good for keyboards. So yeah, there's usually like a timed ETA, like Q4 2021 or something like that. It's stated in the product page. Right, next one. Favorite key set. Again, this is preferential, but for me, my favorite key set that I've had, I have, is GMK Voyage. I think GMK Voyage is such a underrated keycap set. It's so nice. I managed to snag one as well, so pretty happy with that. Close second would be actually DCP Mito Pegaso and GMK Peaches and Cream. Surprising picks for me, but I think those two colors really stand out for me personally, and they fit a lot of boards as well. They look nice. For key sets that I don't have that I wish I have is GMK Masterpiece. I think that set is a masterpiece. It's so nice. That set, I really want me. Please hit me up, somebody. All right. This is an interesting question here. Install switch directly to the plate and PCB, or install the switch to plate first and then to the PCB afterwards. For me, I tend to do it to the plate and PCB instantly, especially on like smaller boards like 60%, 65%. I do that. But some boards like TKLs and bigger layouts, because it's bigger, they have a lot more bend in the middle, especially for like polycarbonate plates. So I would have to put in these switches first, but not all. I put it on the edges and some on the middle parts just to make it stronger in that area. So then I put it to the PCB, but yeah, again, depends on the board. Do you do commissions? Next question. Yep. Yes, I do commissions. It's only for Indonesia only at the moment because of the pandemic and shipping difficulties. I will soon probably open international commissions, but yeah, I have my commissions. Just hit me up if you want any keyboard commissions in Indonesia. Next question. Best budget Alu keyboard under $200, which includes a PCB plus case. I've made a roundup of the best budget keyboard kits, but 3 of them were plastic cases. For me, under $200, it would be the Back-End Echo 60 from Canon Keys, but that's kind of sold out because, yeah, it's sold out quickly, but that's a really good board as well. If you want something more in stock available, it should be the glorious Gem MK Pro. I think that's probably the best one. We also had the Keychron Q1, which I don't know what material it is, but it looks pretty promising as well, so you might want to save for that. So yeah. Next question. Duroc Palm versus Momoka Frogs versus Texi Jadites. I would classify Momoka Frogs as a different switch. It's probably the best out of those 3 Momoka Frogs. Brilliantly lubed, pre-lubed switches, very smooth as well, nice sound to it, and love the buttery smoothness of it. For Jadites and Palms, I think Jadites have a better feel because of its 2-stage spring, so it's pretty fantastic to type on. Like the sound as well, but I think Duroc Palms just win in the sound area, even though I would say smoothness goes to Jadites. So Jadites above Duroc Palms because Duroc Palms have spring inconsistencies, which is kind of shit, but oh well. Right, next question. Any cheap Southpaw build? As far as I know, no. Probably you can get an EXT65 from PCB from Keyboard Treehouse, and then maybe make an acrylic case, which I did. You can check out my Instagram, which I did once. Right, I want to get the Kbd67 Lite, but it's hard to get. How do I get it? Well, you basically missed your chance to get the pre-order of it, the group buy of Kbd67 Lite R2, but they did an in-stock drop like 3 days ago from filming this video, so you could have got it there. Maybe wait for the round 3, which I believe is happening in November, or you can find a lot in the aftermarket. There's lots of people selling their Kbd67 Lites, especially the R1 variants. They're going for the R2, so you could do that. Best budget linear switch. Again, preferential, but for me, I think JWICs offer the best price to smoothness. Is super smooth. It sounds not too good, but you can fix that with desk keys. Another shout out would be the KS3 Gatorons, yellows or blacks, depends on you, but yeah, I think those two really good. Right. Another question, what's your first custom keyboard? First custom keyboard was actually, I would call it a pandemic build, because I built it in the pandemic and like at the start of the pandemic, but it was basically an anodized aluminum 60% keyboard you can find on like Kbd fans as well. I used a DZ60 NCV2 RGB hot swap because I cannot solder yet. I did use 4-week broken in Novel Keys creams because I didn't have lube at all, so I was forced to use the Novel Keys cream stock. But I eventually lubed it with 205 grade 0 and it was pretty smooth after breaking in. And I used a alu plate and GMK 8008. Yeah, that was actually a pretty dope keyboard for a first one. But next question. What's the toughest challenge you faced as a keyboard streamer? Now this question is by Fatboy Chard, a Singaporean keyboard streamer. You can check him out, twitch.tv/fatboychard. Love the guy. Toughest challenge at the start of keyboard streaming, I would if anyone wants to go to keyboard streaming, the hardest challenge for me personally was finding content to stream to you guys, because you know, keyboards is not a cheap thing to build every single week or twice a week, for example, like me. So yeah, that was finding content, so I had to recycle a lot of content, like using my hot swap keyboard. I don't want to do lubing sessions on Twitch. I think that's kind of boring for the audience, so I tend to not do it. And yeah, so just finding content, I had to ask for some backing on that, and thankfully I did. And you know, but the more you get experience, the more keyboards come to you anyways, especially through commissions. It became quite easy to find content to build each week. So that was it's a pretty good improvement. But nowadays, the toughest challenge is probably, I would say, showing who you are as a keyboard streamer. Because I've seen a lot of streamers nowadays literally being the same as another streamer and not really having a differentiating factor between each other. I think that is essential to you being your own brand, not being, oh, I'm like him, you know? Because sometimes I watch one streamer and then I move to another one and I feel like they're the same thing. I just watch the same stream. So yeah, that's probably some tips for keyboard streamers. Favorite keyboard that I've ever built? What's that? Favorite keyboard that I've built. I've had a lot of fun builds, but I think the most fun build was actually the Frog TKL, and you know, kind of messed up a little bit on that one, and Gion called me a dumb person, but you know, Gion. That was pretty fun. And I think it was I had a lot of fun building a macro pad. You know, you guys probably know I suck at making macro pads, but that's basically one of them. So probably last two questions here. How long have you already been interested with this keyboard enthusiasm? So I basically started mechanical keyboards March 2020. Yeah, no, actually February 2020. I was into keyboards already. I had a Match Drop Alt, if you guys know, and I used like its hot swap feature to change out switches like Telios, red inks, and stuff. So that's what I did basically. But I started from there and until now, and now I'm a keyboard streamer. But yeah, I just started with testing switches, trying out stuff, making your own keyboard, watching Alex Soto's as well. Yeah, so that's basically how I grow. And finally, why is Artisan Keycaps very limited and not commercial, and why many of them use Discord? Well, because Artisan Keycaps are not something you can I mean, it's possible to manufacture on a factory, but it won't feel the same, and it will be cheap, I guess, because Artisan Keycaps are made by the sculptors or the designers of the keycaps themselves. I know some of the keycap makers in Indonesia as well, so they worked hard in making the sculpts. They hand painted as well, and some of them even just hand sculpt it as well. So it's pretty personal. It's not something you can mass produce constantly, and these guys don't have like factories and stuff. They just use their table and their tools, and you know, they do well. And why use Discord? Because, well, it's really up to them, but Discord is quite a great place for interacting with the community and your customers. So I think that's a great place for a lot of artisan makers and stuff. So yeah, all right, that rounds up the first episode of Ask Yo Keebs. Thank you guys so much for the enthusiasm in the Q&A. I'm sorry that I can't, you know, reply to each and every one of you guys, but hopefully next time when I do another one, you guys can hit me up on the questions and I can fill it up on this YouTube as well. So appreciate you guys coming by to this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.